In. This other enemy just has to buy enough time. They're doing a great job of it as well, just keeping the builds away. We even hear a shockwave ring out, so they are closing in on Choi and Sitnoff. They will drop one of the players. Looks like okay, so they drop RDWA. Yeah, then the mats are going to be important, but again, there's not much in the way of the loot. Still with the infantry rifle, the attack is going to be what he relies on. Ooh, great pickup here in the tactical SMG. That's going to be quite a bit of
battle was kind of extended for a second there. They were building off. It wasn't looking like it was going to, go in their favor for a second there.
Yeah, hopefully they can get hyped card. That way they can try and play for a reboot, but yeah, it just depends on kind of what the rotation looks like. It might be unlikely depending on their the situation they find themselves in later. Now take a look. They are pretty close to the next zone. So there is a possibility, but I don't know, man. It's not looking great.
No, they're fine. They're fine. Remember, everything is just getting kicked off here. So Sitnoff I think he used the shockwave to pick up that card. Now they're just getting their farm on before they move over to this reboot van here. And they actually have somewhat of a favorable zone.
The minimap, he was actually looking down on them as that whole fight happened. He could have potentially gone for a heavy snipe, but they were on the back half of the snobby houses, so it's like really not great line of sights for that. But I mean, his loadout's looking pretty good for this early game. And again, he's not that far from rotation. It looks like a little bit of a split drop there, so one of his trios, excuse me. Would you call, if you're talking about a trio, and you're talking about one of the three, would you refer to the other two as the duo? Because then it just sounds weird. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I struggle with it a little bit. Sometimes I do a little bit of both just to play it safe, but it does roll off really naturally, right? When you say his duos.
Yeah.
Because like those are like his.
But then I don't like to confuse people. These are the things that genuinely keep me up at night. Is how do I best communicate to viewers what's happening? Real talk, real talk. Anyway, though, we got two of these trios coming together. They've reformed. It looks like there's actually shockwaves. All right, so a nice stack of 6. That's what you like to see.
Right into the inventory. Yeah, he's capped out here, and there's extra splashes there, so their teammate Novice should be able to kind of pick those up for them. This is one of the splits I like about the Viking Village. It hasn't changed. You get that Shambles house. You get the two house on the coast. Sometimes you even get the